Do you know that depression, anxiety, and stress can be overcome? Empower yourself through IQ Excellence Self-Therapy, a holistic, psycho-spiritual self-empowerment program to help you enhance your spiritual, emotional, mental, and physical well-being. Reclaim your energetic, optimistic, creative, and motivated self. And more importantly, realize your full potential. The 21st century, mental illness is skyrocketing globally. Today, the world is in a turmoil. Depression, anxiety, stress are most commonly afflicting our society and impacting our economy significantly. According to the World Health Organization, the estimated cost to the global economy is $1 trillion per year in lost productivity. Malaysia is not spared. According to 2015 National Health and Morbidity Survey, 1 in 3, or 29.12% adults aged 16 years and above are struggling with mental health issues. This has tripled from 10.7% in 1996. In 2018, a Malaysian major daily reported by 2020, mental health would become the second biggest health problem after heart disease. Today, depression is the leading cause of illness and disability among adolescents. Suicide is the second leading cause of death amongst 15 to 29-year-olds. However, within the darkness, there is always light. There is hope. Hope is the heartbeat of the soul. IQ Excellence Self-Therapy will help you discover purification of the heart, purposeful living, holistic self-care, mind, body, heart, and soul. Embracing IQX 9 Habits and 9 Laws will help you become heart-centered, enjoy a psychological and spiritual well-being, and most importantly, you become self-empowered. You can now realize your full potential, cope with the normal stresses of life, work productively and fruitfully, and are able to contribute to the community, hence benefiting the society at large.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bertemu kita sekali lagi hari ini bersama IQ Excellence Live on FB. Assalamualaikum semua lagi sekali. Mari kita lihat siapa lagi yang ada dah masuk dengan kita ni. Nur Faizah daripada, Assalamualaikum Nur Faizah. Waalaikumsalam. Daripada PPS Daerah Ulangan. Kita ada Dr. Wan ya, Dr. Wan. Cik Fadilah Yusof. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Waalaikumsalam kepada semua yang menyampaikan salam kepada saya. Cik Hani. Kita ada tim daripada PD Parit 6. Cik Patirah. Assalamualaikum, dia sahabat berenam ya. Hari ini hari ini Puan Fatia tak ada bersama kita ya. Mungkin dia hanya menonton di rumah. Jadi hari ini kita sama-sama melihat apa yang kita nak sampaikan hari ini ya. Seperti biasa pukul 5 waktu kita bersama untuk berkongsi mengenai cara-cara menangani stress, anxiety dan depression. Kami daripada IQ Excellence takes pride in bringing you this program, an education program ya. Education program ni maknanya kita tawarkan kepada sesiapa saja yang berminat untuk mempelajari bagaimana cara untuk menangani masalah stres, anxiety dan depresi. Seperti yang kita semua tahu, dengan pandemik yang sekarang ni sedang berlangsung ya, kita dah setahun lebih dalam suasana pandemik dengan kita duduk di rumah, yang bekerja pun bekerja dari rumah, mungkin adalah yang mungkin kena pergi office ya, yang pergi office pula expose kepada the risk of the virus, auzubillah. Jadi maknanya dengan lebih masa yang kita luangkan di rumah dengan keadaan yang selama ni kita tak pernah. Kalau yang biasa keluar rumah untuk bekerja dan tiba-tiba kena duduk rumah. Bukan pasal, yalah pasal kita, it's dangerous to be out there ya. Kita tak tahu apa yang kita expose ourselves into. So jadi bila kita menghadapi any change in life, bukan saja pasal pandemik, apa saja perubahan yang kita hadapi dalam kehidupan kita, lebih-lebih lagi kalau perubahan tu memberikan impact yang agak orang kata big impact to your life, ia akan mendatangkan stres. Ya? Daripada stres tu, kalau kita tak manage, stres ni akan jadi anxiety. Anxiety ni kerisauan ya, apa yang dikatakan kegusaran, kerisauan. Jadi daripada anxiety ni usually orang tak boleh tidur, dia start tak boleh tidur. Dia start fikir macam-macam, dia start risau mengenai keadaan yang dia tak boleh kontrol. Ya, daripada anxiety akan pula tahap yang lebih tinggi adalah depresi. Jadi kami di IQ Excellence, apa yang kami lakukan ialah pengasas kami Puan Fatia memperkenalkan satu modul di mana 9 habits dan 9 laws, 9 habits and 9 laws to help you manage this 3 condition, mainly stress, anxiety and depression. Supaya benda tu tak go out of hand. Sebelum dia dah pergi ke level yang lagi teruk, maknanya kita sendiri boleh manage our health lah, our mental health. Jadi seperti yang kalau ada tak orang baru di sini mungkin, saya nampak ada ramai yang nama-nama baru ya. Puan Rozana Ihsan ni sahabat saya ni, Cik Safia, Puan Safia Abdul Wahab, Azmah Karim, Puan Nur Azlina Yusof daripada Bintulu. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Nur Azlina, Encik Sean, I always see your name. Puan Harlina Jarkasi, Cik Samsias Abdul, Puan Rohani Sanusi Ani, Puan Juwairiah. Alhamdulillah kerana sama-sama bersama kita hari ini. Jadi seperti yang kita katakan tadi, kepada sesiapa yang baru saja menyertai kita hari ini adalah hari yang ke-62, if I'm not wrong ya. Hari yang ke-62 kami bersiaran secara live di FB IQ Excellence. So dalam seminggu, setiap hari daripada pukul 5 hingga, yalah, usually around 1 hour lah, 1 jam 1.5 mengikut topik. Pengasas kita Puan Fatia akan berkongsi cara-cara bagaimana untuk menangani masalah stress, anxiety dan depression. And today she has given me the opportunity to share something yang orang kata kalau nak something yang I practice on sendiri untuk manage my stress. Of course, kita masing-masing ada stress level kita. Kita ada family. Macam saya di rumah ni ramai, nak dekat 10 orang dalam rumah. Jadi rumah kami double story terrace yang biasa ya. Jadi almost 10 of us in this house, masing-masing dengan lain-lain apa orang kata different personality, different way of thinking and all that. Jadi kita masing-masing nak kena tahu macam mana nak manage, especially human ya. Bila kita orang kata berkomunikasi dengan human, senang lagi sebenarnya kalau kita ada kucing. Kucing senang je. Kalau kita nak kita nak we just stroke him and all that, he will be fine. Tapi bila kita deal dengan manusia, kita deal dengan manusia yang berbagai-bagai perangai, lain-lain attitude and all that, this is where stress come in. So jadi hari ni Puan Fatia kata, why not you share what is your way of handling stress in your life. So here I am, Alhamdulillah, diharap akan memberikan manfaat kepada sahabat-sahabat kita hari ini. Saya nampak nama Puan Baria Ishak, Siti Hajar, Roslina Abu Bakar, Salwa, Cik Nizam Isnani, Puan Yohanis Ismail. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Thank you for being with us today. Jadi saya untuk memulakan, let me share some of my slide that I have. Hold on a second ya. Bentar. Jadi saya harap semuanya sihat ya hari ini. Kita di dalam orang kata dalam satu Raina, maybe you can help me share this slide, Raina. Can you do that? Sekejap ya. Asalah tuan-tuan dan puan, bila kita live ni kan, apa yang kita biasa buat selama ni pun kita lupa. Sekejap. Okay. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Okay, to start off, this is my topic of the day. Hari ke-62 yang seperti saya cakapkan tadi ya, overcoming stress, anxiety and depression. Talking about mindfulness in the Islamic context. Ini tajuk saya hari ini. Sebelum kita pergi ke tajuk yang akan diperkatakan, saya ingin juga mengucapkan selamat tahun baru awal Muharram ya. Hari ini hari kedua ya kita di dalam tahun yang baru. Minggu ini kita dikejutkan oleh banyak orang yang telah pergi kerana COVID-19 ya, dan juga lain-lain sebab mungkin ajal dah sampai ya, kerana penyakit tu hanya sebagai sebab je ya. Jadi mungkin ini sebagai salah satu cara kita untuk reflect. Bila kita tengok macam hari minggu ni penyanyi yang disukai ramai, Siti Sarah Allahyarhamah, Siti Sarah Raisuddin pergi mengejut ya selepas hanya sakit beberapa hari dan selepas terpaksa anak di dalam kandungan kandungan berumur 7 bulan terpaksa dikeluarkan melalui caesarean. Jadi saya melihat pemergian Allahyarhamah ini sebagai satu ingatan pada kita sebenarnya, reflect back apa lagi yang kita boleh buat dalam hidup kita untuk improve our spiritual well-being dan sebab ajal dan maut ni maknanya orang kata tak datang tu kita tak akan tahu ya bila. Jadi itulah dia a reflection, like my friend said today, I don't know whether to see it as a death or a birth. Bila dia kata a birth tu, to me it it gives us the opportunity to reflect and also to learn from
Do you know that depression, anxiety, and stress can be overcome?
her passing, maknanya apa yang kita boleh improve in our life. And with her passing, orang lebih sedar tentang how real COVID is, how real the situation of the pandemic is, and maybe be more mindful of how they conduct themselves dalam masa-masa pandemic ini ya. Mungkin selama ni ada yang kata Allah pandemik ni COVID ni betul atau tak, tapi when you see someone yang orang dikenali ramai pergi, kita menyedari yang yes, it is true. Memang penyakit ni memang Allah yang datangnya daripada Allah juga kan. Jadi maknanya proses untuk kita mengetahui mengenai penyakit ini, cara untuk orang kata nak ubat tu kita tak tahu kan. Jadi kita kena manage how we as best as we could now. So jadi salam ma'al hijrah saya ucapkan. This sacred month of Muharram, banyak benda yang kita boleh lakukan ya tuan-tuan dan puan-puan. Seperti yang saya kongsikan di sini, kita boleh berpuasa, hari Ashura, we can perform our voluntary prayers, sembahyang sunat, sembahyang wajib tu of course lah kita kena buat kan. Kita boleh baca Quran dengan lebih, orang kata masa pandemik ni kita banyak masa di rumah, we can reflect, baca Al-Quran lebih banyak, dan repent sincerely, orang kata mengambil masa untuk reflect dan bertaubat dengan apa yang kita telah buat selama kita hidup ni ya. Dan orang kata make abundant doa, berdoa dengan bersungguh-sungguh, dan inilah juga peluang untuk kita memberi bersedekah. Ramai orang di luar sana yang memerlukan bantuan. Seperti yang kita baca ya dalam social media the past few days lepas Siti Sarah meninggal, macam mana arwah ialah seorang yang sangat-sangat dermawan. Alhamdulillah. Jadi it's a lesson to us. It's a time for us to reflect. Kalau sebelum ni kita kurang memberi, mungkin inilah masanya kita look back and reflect, masa untuk memberi ya, memberi lebih. Apa yang kita ada sikit kita boleh bagi. Apa yang maknanya mengikut kemampuan masing-masing ya. Dan just to look at some hadith about Muharram, aku tidak pernah melihat Rasulullah SAW sangat bersemangat untuk berpuasa di suatu hari kecuali di hari ini, hari Ashura, dan juga di bulan Ramadan. So one of the best month to puasa after Ramadan is actually bulan Muharram. Jadi apa yang kita boleh, manfaat yang kita boleh dapat daripada bulan yang mulia ini, kita buatlah apa yang kita termampu, insya-Allah ya. Okay. To go ahead with our program today, I have made some notes as well. Yelah, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, I don't know how Puan Fatia does it every day. Hari ni bila dia beritahu saya yang saya kena prepare for my presentation hari ni, saya kata lama. Nak prepare ni pun satu cabaran untuk saya, dan juga mendatangkan a bit of stress lah orang kata. Tapi I take it as a challenge for me to learn more about the subject, and also to orang kata dig deeper, untuk mengetahui lebih lanjut apa yang kita tawarkan kepada orang di luar sana. We are like I said an education provider on how to manage stress, anxiety and depression. And to do that, there are a lot of ways. And to go back to what Puan Fatia always share with us on a daily basis, ya, kita ni sentiasa sedang menuju berjihad untuk melawan nafsu kita. Ya, kita ni sebenarnya dalam dilahirkan ada di dunia ini, Allah letakkan kita untuk sentiasa berjihad melawan nafsu kita. Sebab kita sebagai manusia biasa, a normal human being, seperti yang Puan Fatia selalu kata, dan I'm trying to embody this, ya, trying to learn this myself. Kita sentiasa di stage ni, ya, nafs al-amarah bisu, jiwa yang tercela. When you are in this stage of amara bisu, this is where you are inclined towards negative things. You are inclined towards self gratification. You are inclined towards anger, envy, greed, benda-benda yang negatif semua. Di sinilah tahapnya kita ni, manusia-manusia biasa. Jadi kita punya concern je lah our own pleasure, gratification of our physical appetite and also our ego. So bagaimana kita nak membawa diri kita daripada this stage of amara bisu to nafs al-lawama, orang kata, yang dikatakan lawama, ya, iaitu jiwa yang menyesali tentang apa yang kita buatkan yang tak elok tu semua. Jadi bila kita ke stage al-lawama, is the stage where we remember Allah, sentiasa beristighfar, sentiasa ingat apa yang kita buat, sentiasa menyedari yang apa yang kita buat ini sentiasa ada, Allah sentiasa melihat apa yang kita buat. When we are at nafsu lawama, maknanya this jiwa, this soul, roh ni adalah yang conscious dan aware of the evil that we do. Yeah? And when we are aware, that's when we resist it. Kita tak nak buat, ya. Kita beristighfar, kita ingat, sentiasa ingat yang these are the things that we should avoid. Kita berdoa kepada Allah, mintakan dia jauhkan kita daripada melakukan benda-benda yang tak elok ni semua, ya. Dan at the same time we repent. Repent is kita bertaubat lah. Kita ingat apa yang kita buat yang tak elok tu, kena kita bertaubat dan juga mula melakukan perkara-perkara yang diredai Allah. Jadi kita minta ampun daripada Allah dan bertaubat, dan at the same time we amend and hopes that we achieve salvation from whatever that we have done. Yeah, and this is an ongoing process that we always have to remind ourselves of. Yeah, and the ultimate stage is when we can reach al-mutmainnah, jiwa yang tenang, the tranquil self or soul. This is actually the best stage to be in, yeah. And orang kata this is the highest state of spiritual development. Bila kita sampai ke tahap ni, our soul is at the state of bliss, content and peace. Itu yang kita nak, ya Allah, ya Tuhan. Subhanallah, macam manalah kita nak reach that level, kan? So the soul is at peace because dia tahu in spite of all the failures that we in the world, it will return to God. Maknanya kita sedar yang apa yang kita buat dalam dunia ini, at the end of it all, we will return to Him. Jadi sentiasa dalam satu stage where we are always remembering Allah, beristighfar, berzikir dan sebagainya, ya. And when we are at mutmainnah stage, this is when you purified all the tension yang kat dalam jiwa you ni, and you come out as orang kata berjaya, triumphant, orang kata, kan, daripada all these struggles of dunia, and return to Him in peace and bliss. Yeah, so it's a process, tuan-tuan dan puan, and also for me, all is a process where dalam you nak sampai daripada the lowest level ni ke highest level, there will always be a pull for us untuk lupakan Allah sebab kita banyak sangat ingat dunia. Yeah, and we are at this level. That's where syaitan comes in to tell us to do the opposite of what we should be doing. Yeah, and in remembrance of Allah, in remembrance of akhirah, and also always purifying our heart, insyaAllah we will reach our the level that we want, which is al-mutmainnah. I won't go into details for this. Kepada sesiapa yang nak tahu lebih detail mengenai apa yang saya katakan di sini, model of Islamic model of the soul ni oleh Dr. Abdullah Rosman, go back to all our videos yang sebelum ni hari yang ke-62 ya. Maknanya sebelum ni kita ada banyak perkongsian yang telah dibuat oleh Puan founder kita Puan Fatia, where you be able to understand more of what Dr. Abdullah Rosman is trying to tell us ya. So itulah dia secara ringkasnya basically what this purification of the heart and where we want to reach insyaAllah ya. So moving forward, this is my topic for today, mindfulness, mencapai jiwa yang tenang. Mindfulness in the Islamic context. Mungkin saya nak bertanya sikit, ada yang boleh jawab macam siapa ni, ada tak orang-orang baru yang baru masuk ni? Encik Azrul, Puan Syuhada Hashim, Waalaikumsalam, sahabat saya ni. Puan Rashidah Haji Ali, Alhamdulillah, thanks for joining us. Cik Oya, Isnani Yasin, tim daripada PD Parit Mahang, Puan Jumaili Abdul Jamil, Juliana, Nur Hazdiana Anwar, Rosnita Badrus, Maulana Basli Al-Syari. Ini nama yang kita dah biasa tengok tiap hari. Dia orang ni setia. It's a luxury and I'm sure for a lot of other people too ya. Kita nak cari masa untuk quiet time. In fact, I wanted to try this practice of muraqabah at home. I can never do it because like I said, rumah I ramai orang and it's very hard to find quiet time for myself. Tapi ya, insyaAllah with orang kata when we do our 5 times a day, insyaAllah, that's where we meditate and be aware that Allah is watching us and watching us all the time. And we feel His presence, and when we are alone, whether we are alone or whether we are around people, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Of course, if you can be alone and have that quiet time for yourself, that's the best. So daripada yang saya katakan ni, ada 4 aspek ni utama dalam practice of meditation ni atau meditation in Islam. One is we know that Allah ni adalah zat yang maha kuasa, ya. And we know that, like I said, iblis tu kita punya enemy, ya. And kita tahu kebolehan kita untuk melawan godaan syaitan using our brain, ya. Dan kita mempunyai pengetahuan tentang kebaikan dan juga ibadah. Dan yang boleh mendekatkan diri kita dengan Allah. And that's the 4 aspect of muraqabah in Islam, ya. So moving forward, so that is hand in hand with what we are doing here at IQX, where when dealing with mental health, with anxiety, with depression and also stress, we do understand that if you are diagnosed, you need to get treatment. You need some medical intervention. You need to see a counselor. You need professional help and all that. And that's 50% of the work. And the other 50% is what we offer here in IQX, where we teach you the 9 habits and 9 laws for self-care, so that you can learn how to manage your own stress, anxiety and also depression. And these are the things that we teach on a daily basis here. Kita ni manusia ya, memang sentiasa memerlukan peringatan. Setiap hari kita refresh what we learn every day. And I also look at seperti yang Puan Fatia kata kat saya, why don't you share what you do for yourself. Sekejap saya nak keluarkan nama saya kat sini ni. Semua orang dah tahu. Okay. Why don't you share what you do to reach that level, some level of mindfulness, orang kata kan. So one of the things that you can do, you wake up in the morning, this is what we call grounding ya, atau earthing. Sebab kita ni, hidup kita sekarang ni dalam zaman moden ni, tiap-tiap hari kita akan tengok phone, tengok screen And all this microwave energy and all that is affecting how our body operates and all that. Yeah. Kita pun tak tahu ya, all this microwave. Yeah, it is. Kalau you baca and you buat research, yeah, it has some effect on our body and all that. So one of the things that we could do is pagi, when you wake up in the morning, when the ground is still wet from the embun pagi tu, this is what you can do. This is what we call grounding or earthing, where you walk without shoes, so that your skin is connected to the ground. And to look at it from an Islamic standpoint, macam kita sujud lah. Dia kena sujud. Tangan kita, dahi kita di on the ground, yeah. There's a lot of benefits to that, yeah. Medical science has proven that it improves your heart, it increases your eyesight, your brain and your brain works better. Dia kata your face can become beautiful. Bayangkan je lah, darah semua pergi ke muka kan, I'm sure. And the blood flows nicely and all that. Dengan rokok dengan kaki yang lurus ni, insyaAllah masalah lutut tak ada, masalah joint problems and all that, yeah. And straight standing after rukuk, no back problem. Yeah, these are medical science that has proven this, yeah. So dari segi, kalau kita nak tengok hadis, a man from the companions of the Prophet, yang dia orang tengah travel ya, to Fadalah, they were travelling. So Fadalah Ibni Ubaid ni kata, dia pergi Egypt. After a brief conversation, he asked him, "Why do I not see any shoes on you?" Rasulullah tanya dengan dia. Allah replied, "The Prophet used to command us to go barefoot sometimes. Even the Prophet suruh berkaki ayam, ya, menjejakkan kaki ke tanah." Jadi this man is asking Fadalah. Fadalah ni dia travel dengan Fadalah ni. Dia tengok Fadalah ni tak pakai kasut. So dia tanyalah kenapa tak pakai kasut. Dan Fadalah ni kata Rasulullah SAW suruh kadang-kadang untuk buka kasut tu jalan ke atas on the ground, ya. So that it has its benefit. Jadi if you have a small area where you in your house where you ada rumput, wake up in the morning and do this grounding or what we call earthing, to neutralize all the microwave energy from all your gadgets and all that, and it will do you some good to get out there and get some fresh air as well. Other things that we could do, hold on a second, let me just share. Okay, these are the 9 ways where you can lower your daily stress. Exercise regularly. I'm sure all our audience exercise regularly, ya. I'm sure you sekarang ni tak boleh keluar rumah, kat dalam rumah pun boleh exercise. I used to run around the table. This is what I do. I run around the table. And the longest that I have run around my dining table is 5 kilometer. After that, I cannot do any more 5 kilometer. 3 kilometer pun bagus. So, yeah. Cik Juliana kata, suka je nak berjalan atas rumput barefoot. Dia kata, Puan Lutfi, tapi kat kawasan rumah banyak kucing. Yelah, kita carilah. Maybe ada orang kata apa? Taman play area, playground kan near your house. Maybe you can take a walk and pijak rumput kat situ, ya. Puan Harlina pun kata dia suka grounding. Yes, I'm sure. And it's very, orang kata, to be out there be out there is good. Yeah. Assalamualaikum Puan Syuhaiza. Thank you for joining us. Okay, and if I were to go one by one on my list here, exercise regularly. Do what you can. Tak payah susah pun. 20 minit, 30 minit, just walk. You know, since PKP ni, yes, kita jarang dapat keluar more than 10 km from our area kan. So what we do is we walk around the housing area, and now we started running sebab bila lepas PKP was lifted, so I started balik berlari, Alhamdulillah. And do breathing exercise, ya. Ni kita tengok Rasulullah SAW was reported to walk in a fast pace. Rasulullah pun jalan laju, now known as power walk. Kita duduk jalan power walk kan sekarang ni. Rasulullah dah buat dulu dah. Dalam satu hadis, Sayyidina Ali AS describe Rasulullah's vigorous walk. When he walked, he lifted his leg with vigor. He did not drag his feet on the ground like women do. When he walked, because of the speed and force of the legs, it seemed as if he was descending from a high place. Ya Allah, ya Tuhanku, Allah. Rasulullah pun jalan laju. Mungkin kita boleh ambil iktibar daripada tu, ya. And this will help you with your heartbeat, help you orang kata berpeluh, keluarkan toxic and all that, ya. Puan Nur Azlina pun kata dia buat breathing exercise every day and also Quranic journal therapy every day. Alhamdulillah. Yeah. And Kion Chapi, I can relate to this. Yes, I'm sure a lot of us can relate to this. Just get out there and do something for your heart and also for your mind. And also for your mind, tu yang paling penting, ya. And on top of that, just to elaborate a bit, breathing, ya, on breathing ni, you can try and breathe. Orang kata, when you feel stressed out, you try this for 5 minutes. Breathe in with your nose. Maybe we want to do it together. Breathe in with your nose for 5 seconds. Tahan for 3 seconds. And then let it go. Yeah. So if you can do that, take the time to do that deliberately. It will do you some good. It will clear your mind. And also, sebab apa? Kita selalu buat benda kita tak sedar pun. In fact, you are so not mindful that sometimes when you're driving, you tak sedar your route and all that, tiba-tiba you dah sampai ke destinasi yang you pergi. I always used to have that. Pernah tak? Anyone here has gone through that? You're driving but you're not aware that you have taken the drive and suddenly you realise yang dah sampai je. What happened? You're not mindful of what happened in between your where you start to your destination. Yeah. So I'm urging you should be more aware of your surroundings and all that. And another thing is eat right. Macam Quran pun kata, eat and drink, but do not be excessive. Indeed, He likes not those who commit excess. Kita buat apa-apa pun janganlah berlebih-lebihan, maknanya kan. Kalau ada benda tu, tinggalkanlah. Mungkin it's a good idea to leave untuk orang belakang. Orang kata kan, tinggalkanlah untuk orang belakang. Jangan duk. Orang kata, bila kita makan, kita ingat apa yang ada tu semua kita nak habiskan. Ya, this is to develop good habit about eating. Ya, we should aim to sleep well, 7 to 9 hours. To reduce stress-inducing hormones, orang kata. Because a good night's sleep is very important. And the best quality, kalau ikutkan sunnah, ikut Rasulullah, lepas isyak tu tidur. Maknanya around 9-10 o'clock, you start sleeping and then that's the best sleep if you can get deep sleep there. And kalau tengah-tengah malam terbangun, it's a sign that you should get up and do tahajud. Yeah, Allah is trying to tell us to, hey, get up, you are awake. Buatlah tahajud, buatlah sembahyang sunat, buatlah salat taubat and all that, ya. Dah ada apa orang kata alarm clock yang orang kata Allah dah gerakkan kita supaya bangun. Puan Syuhada Hashim, yes, betul. This always happen to me. You tiba-tiba you bawa kereta, tiba-tiba you tak sedar pun. What happens along the way you tak ingat. And suddenly you are at yes, Dr. Aina pun say the same thing. And sometimes kadang-kadang sedih bila kadang-kadang kita buat kerja and all that. I have to remind myself to breathe. Kita buat kerja dalam pada kita sibuk nak buat apa yang patut kat rumah ni and all that kan, sampai kadang-kadang kita lupa nak bernafas. Tak kepelik tu kan. Bernafas pun lupa. Ni itulah dia. Saya cuba berlari apa yang boleh ya. At this age I slow down lah a bit, tapi kita apa yang boleh buat kita buat. Okay, just to move forward. Just to go through my points. Laugh. Laughter is the best medicine, orang kata kan. Tapi janganlah apa-apa yang kita buat pun tak payahlah excessive, orang kata kan. But laugh and untuk release your stress hormone. And smile. Smile tu sunnah, orang kata kan. And it will also help to release some stress releasing chemicals as well. Enjoy the company of family and friends. I'm sure you are getting a lot of that now. You are at home, you are with your family and all that. So this bukan saja reduce your stress, and also it also strengthen the silaturahim, which is very important. And take advantage of your free time. Sekarang bila masa kita banyak masa kat rumah, we don't have to go to the office and all that. Dan Allah pun kata, seek the bounty of Allah and remember him often so that you may succeed. Yeah. When you have time, you serve your community or simply relax and listen to Quran recitation or a lecture of your favorite lecturer. Come every 5 o'clock to IQ Excellence to listen to knowledge sharing and all that. And if you can afford it, have a zone in your home where you can buat zikir at your own time, where you are not disturbed and all that. Yeah, it is a great time to make a connection with Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. So these are some of the steps that you can take to release your stress. And I try to practice this on a regular basis and to remind myself to breathe. That's the most important. Lagi satu, manage your time well. And this, when I say manage your time well, is prioritize. Identify your MIT, most important task. Yeah, do what's important first. As narrated by Ibn Abbas, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, there are 2 blessings which many people lose. They are health and free time for doing good. Sebab we're not aware of our time and where it has gone. Tiba-tiba bangun pagi, buat itu ini, alih-alih dah petang, alih-alih dah malam. And time these days, subhanallah, goes by so fast. Kan, akhir zaman ni kan, macam itulah. Kita nak buat macam mana, itulah. That is the reality. Yes, most important is manage your priorities. Betul tu, Puan Nur Azlina. And be content, that's the most important. Be content with what you have. In worldly matters, kita tengok orang yang kurang daripada kita. Maknanya we'll be more humble. Kita tengok orang yang tak ada apa yang kita ada. And in religious matters, kita look up to people and we are inspired to reach that level of taqwa. Cari orang yang lebih beriman daripada kita, cari orang yang praktisnya better than us and all that, and always be looking for ilmu, always be looking for ways to improve your spirituality. So like Allah say, remember me, I will remember you, and be grateful to me and do not deny me. He even said that in the Al-Quran, yeah? Yes, Manu Azlan said, focus on what I have and feel blessed. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, that's the way you do it. Because if we keep looking at, sekarang ni with the advent of telephone, you have social media and all that, you tend to look at how other people live, or how they have things that you don't have, how they dress better, their car is better and all that. So if you don't stop yourself, you will end up feeling stress sebab you nak cuba nak get to that level. Yeah, if it motivates you to work harder, to berusaha and all that, I don't see anything wrong with that. But if it discourage you and it makes you sad, it makes you stressed, I don't see the point of doing that. So start unfollowing people that don't motivate you, start unfollowing accounts that don't give you richness in your life and that kind of thing. Yeah, so I would do that. And to move forward, Puan Azlina ada cakap tadi mengenai I went further than this. Yeah, I mentioned grounding kan tadi, and Puan Azlina kata dia buat Quran journal. Yes, that's also another way to spend your time in orang kata cara yang lebih orang kata bermanfaat ya. Yes, journaling, because journaling as Muslims kita ni encouraged to reflect. Ingat, reflect upon ourselves and our lives and continuously strive for improvement. And how do you do that if you don't know what you have done and all that? So when you have a journal, you'll be able to reflect on what you have gone through for the day. It allows you to reconnect with yourself and your life, and we know first step untuk improve is always to be aware, like I said kan tadi, and it also helps you to see the bigger picture and discover patterns in your life. Once you write it down, baru you nampak, oh, this is how I do things, and you know with the notes that you make daily, you dah nampak trend, how you react to things and all that, how you feel about things and all that. So it gives you insight about where you're coming from and where you're heading to. Yeah, macam Puan Fatia cakap, kita ni travelling, we are travelers in this world, and I feel that we should be aware of every step that we've taken, that we are taking and all that. And what better way than to journal. Lagilah Puan orang kata, Puan Azlina kata dia buat Quran journaling. That's a better journaling method lah. Orang kata kan, tadabur and all that. But if you want to start, mungkin you want to start with your personal daily learnings. Yeah, you can do that as well. And journaling also, I find that journaling also enables me to diffuse any negative feelings and attitudes, because when you write it down, you are in touch with how you feel, and eventually you akan rasa macam, why am I feeling this way? I shouldn't be feeling this way. At least when you put it down, baru you nampak yang tak perlu pun untuk dwell in all the negativity and focus on being positive and productive. Yeah, and my friend gave me this journal, 5 minutes in the morning, where it's very good because dia bukan saja tell us about what to write, gives you prompt of what to write, and remind you to take deep breath, give you, look at the bigger picture and all that. This is very good. I used to do journaling, art journaling like this. Ni tebal ni, nampak tak? Kan, art journaling where I will inform you where to buy that journal. Yang ini I just take a normal diary or any notebook, and I like art, so I just take pictures from magazines and and if you can see colorful notes and any orang kata quotes and all that. So this was my practice last year. So this year I thought that okay, I will go easy on the art because it takes a bit more time. Yeah, so I need more time to read these days. This journal was given to me by a friend. I think banyak sebenarnya. If you go on any of the shopping channel, just type journal and a lot of options for you, Islamic and also normal, just a notebook and that kind of thing. Oh, in fact, you can just start with a notebook, an empty notebook. Of course, kalau journal macam gini, dia ada prompt lah. It tells you what you should be writing about and that kind of thing. Masya Allah, tabarakallah, Nur Azlina. Kita cubalah kan apa yang kita boleh buat. And it gives me, while I was doing that last year, it gives me great relief and I feel happy. Kita tengok balik apa yang kita buat and all that kan. And yeah, it really helped me to put down my feelings into words. So these are the things that you can do too, yeah. Other than that, let me see, what else can we do? I reminded you about breathing. Yeah, yes, I have to remind you about breathing as well. Is there anyone who wants to, maybe, is there any other way that any other things that you do to release stress and all that besides journaling, grounding, exercising and all that? I think getting creative in art is another way to realize what you can, you realize what you can do, apa talent yang Allah bagi you. I think that's a great thing. Yeah. So to just round up today's topic, I also want to remind everyone that according to Imam Ghazali, there are 4 practices that we can do when it comes to mindfulness or muraqabah. Yeah, one is doa. Remember your doa, and then zikir, baca Quran, and also tafakur. These are the 4 things yang kalau ikut Imam Ghazali, ya. And these are 4 important practice for us to basically start doing. If you have not done things, any of these 4, now is the time with the new year and all that. I think it's a very good time to start on a new routine, yeah, of doa, kumpul doa yang you suka, yeah, and zikir, and improve on your doa. So I'm trying to do that as well, the right way to doa. What should be the sequence that we do. Yeah, Syuhada. Syuhada is a photographer. She's my friend. She used to potong and tampar photos that she loves for photography inspiration. Yeah, yes, do things that make you happy. At least now you tak boleh nak keluar, sambil-sambil you buat tu, sambil lah berzikir, sambil lah berdoa, dan sambil berniat apa yang kita buat tu hanya kerana Allah. Yeah, whatever that we do in our life, I reminded my daughter today because hari ni she's taking ACCA and hari ni dia ada exam, ada test. So I told her, sebab daripada malam semalam I saw her studying, and when I woke up this morning, she was still at her study table, and I took the opportunity to tell her, and this was the same advice that my mother used to tell me. Buat apa-apa pun, remember that you are doing it for Allah. Jadi apa yang you buat semua ada makna, ada orang kata kalau Allah nak bagi pahala, He will give you, and insyaAllah, ya. And this is one way for us to remind ourselves, ya. InsyaAllah, Puan Johaira, once I find a way, journal of doa and the best sequence, I will share with everyone, insyaAllah. And every morning and before sleep, I buat brain dump journaling. Yes, I call my journal junk journal. That's where I tampal all the junk that I have. Yeah, because kadang-kadang kita pergi mana-mana, we get papers which are nice, artwork that are creative and all that. Kita nak buang pun sayang. So that's what I do with the things that I didn't want to buy, to throw away. Stroking a pet, yes, cats are useful for that. Alhamdulillah. So I think you get the idea of what we can do to release and to get rid of a bit of stress in our life. Yeah, everyone has an idea. Cuma kita nak kena remind ourselves and practice it. Kalau kita tak practice, I'm just worried that, yelah, kalau sampai bernafas pun kita lupa, kan? Kita lupa nak bernafas, macam mana tu? Jadi I think one of one of the things that we at IQ Excellence hope to do by coming together every 5 o'clock daily is to be reminding each other, to be reminding each other of how we can travel in life and at the same time purify our hearts, so that because at the end of the day our destination is to go towards him, and inshallah to Jannah for everyone. Let me just see my notes. If I have missed anything, okay. I think I have. At the end of the day, what all this exercise is encouraging us to do is to be thankful to Allah for what He has granted us. Sebab apa-apa pun yang Dia bagi kita, the stress in life, whether He gives us the stress in life or apa-apa pun lah, challenges and all that, He knows what's best for us. Dia bagi apa yang mungkin kita perlukan, or Dia mungkin menduga keimanan kita dengan memberi kita all this dugaan, so that we keep our faith in Him and also call upon Him, berdoa, and also increase all our amalan and all that. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, the path that we are on is the right one for us. And maybe kita tak nampak sekarang, tapi I think that is that's the fact. The path that you're in, where you are at now, is the right path for you. We may not see it now, but inshallah, as time goes by, we will, at the end of the day, our aim is to improve ourselves, purify our hearts. And I just want to remind you that that's the aim of IQ Excellence.
First century, mental illness is seriously impacting the world, and Malaysia is not spared. 3 out of 10 Malaysians suffer from mental illness. Depression is the major mental illness among Malaysians due to stress at the workplace and family pressure. 66 working days are lost annually by corporate Malaysia. And stress is the number 1 risk factor for health and productivity amongst Asian employers. Despite the circumstances, there is still light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope. Hope is the heartbeat of the soul. IQ Excellence Self-Therapy with 9 habits, 9 laws will help you empower yourself through a holistic psycho-spiritual self-care program. Enhance your psychological and spiritual well-being through purification of your heart. Reclaim your energetic, optimistic, creative and motivated self. Realize your full potential as a heart-centered individual. Imagine you can now realize your full potential, cope with the normal stresses of life, work productively and fruitfully, contribute to your community, benefiting the society at large.